Hi everyone, I'm Lily and I'm present to you a selection of some of the best comedies for which you can relax and have a positive time. Be sure to subscribe and I will be grateful if you write a comment about the video. They help in promoting the channel. I would love more people to hear my amazing English. Happy viewing!
Hold something.
Nope. Hand me that dog, I will rip it in half.
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Back to Due Date, a rock-solid adventure with all sorts of trouble and great actors like Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis. The protagonist is in a hurry to give birth to his child and accidentally doesn't get on a plane where the hero of Galifianakis also doesn't get and offers to get together by car. It turns out to be very strange, which immediately becomes clear the trip will be unforgettable. The comedy is somehow reminiscent of The Hangover, in which everything also at the crack of dawn. This is a worthy comedy about male friendship and mutual assistance. I definitely recommend watching fans of Robert Downey Jr. or Galifianakis. Hot Fuzz, cool parody of police action movies and English detective stories, and one of the best thriller comedies of all time. Simon Pegg plays a London cop who is overly committed and so good that everyone envies him. And so they decide to send him to the quite rural town of Sanford, where there have been no incidents for a long time, but the city is not at all simple. There are many mysterious events, the investigation of which the main character undertakes and gets into a very dangerous game. The film has a lot of great British humor, repeated plot twists, spectacular editing, colorful British actors, and great action scenes. Masterpiece of British cinema.
You remember those backflips you used to do?
Let's do the flip.
That was so close.
Central Intelligence. First of all, the film is interesting for actors, jokes, and action. Here, the fight and shootouts come from Downey "The Rock" Johnson and the comic charm from Kevin Hart. In the film, they make a good duet because their external contrast is immediately noticeable and the chemistry between them is felt. And both actors shine with charisma on the screen. The plot is very simple. An ordinary office worker receives news from a former classmate answered it, and he is immediately drawn into an adventurous whirlpool of events into a world of intrigue, spies, and shootings. Light, driving, killer funny, and really kind film. This is exactly what a comedy should be to relax. The Intern. Looking at the movie poster where De Niro is dressed in a strict suit with a tie and a young Anne Hathaway, it can be assumed that the trainee is a girl. Only according to the plot, the opposite is true when played by De Niro decided at the age of 70 to get a job in an online clothing store headed by Anne Hathaway, and surprisingly, it all looks very organic. De Niro fans should watch it without fail. He is irresistible here, although speaking of such a masterpiece can be said about many of his films. He shines with his facial experience. One look at his face is enough to laugh, despite the fact that he never made faces and was absolutely natural and organic. And Anne Hathaway is beautiful and plays well, not all lost in the background of De Niro. Her heroine is creative director, businesslike but unorganized, always in a hurry but capable of inspiring deeds. A film that shows us simple human values and what people are ready for them, and after watching it, you look at age differently. He clearly shows that even in old age, there can be an exciting life. Well, what I can say, thanks for the help, these actors. This Means War, an excellent comedy about two funny guys and a big problem, sympathy for one lady. The plot is pretty simple. Two friends notice the girl and then their friendship is at the seams. So Frank turns out to be not just guys but are secret agents who are thrown from one part of the world to another, and the eternal pursuit of terrorists doesn't know alone to relax. Friends resort to every means imaginable and inconceivable to woo Lauren, and in love and war, as you know, all means are good. The cast was charismatic. Tom Hardy, Chris Pine and Reese Witherspoon played perfectly, and they are very organic with each other. The film is remarkable not only for acting but also for its musical accompaniment, incendiary and relaxing tracks against the backdrop of beautiful views of Los Angeles, a good comedy with a pleasant romance and a sharp plot.
I'm a real spy. I once drove a car off a freeway on top of a train while I was on fire. Not the car, I was on fire.
Spy. The film came out funny and is a parody of spy action movies. The type contains a lot of hilarious parody scenes that will appeal to all fans of action comedy. In the story, Susan Cooper is a CIA employee who remotely helps her partner Bradley Fine, played by Jude Law, who displays quality and solidity with all his appearance. After a while, the CIA becomes aware that the enemy knows all the secret agents by sign. Cooper volunteers for a new mission, but there is a serious problem. She's a rather overweight and clumsy woman, as my pronouns by the way. And she played funny, and together with Statham turned out to be a killer couple of agents. Okay, true, the film is who is rather banal and caricatured, but for Statham's parody of all his roles and cheek monologues, you can forgive the film's shortcomings. Plus, there is a peppy actions and really funny moments. What We Do in the Shadows, one of the best vampire comedies ever. The plot of the pseudo-documentary tape is built around the life of 3 vampires on the edge of the earth in New Zealand. Each of them belongs to a certain historical era, and a lot of gags are built on such a generational conflict. Subsequently, a random guy is turned into a vampire, and it is through this newcomer that we are introduced to the world of various evil spirits. The humor in the tape is good and almost always balanced on the edge, but at the same time the viewer doesn't feel any awkwardness. And the actors here are at their best, from whom sparkling improvisation comes, which doesn't slip into vulgarity and stupidity, but, as in English humor, subtly funny and between the lines. The result was a soulful tape with vampire advice that it's never too late to start doing something new. Oh my god, are you still here? I'm really proud of you. Thank you so much for your patience. Don't forget to subscribe and support my channel. I need to buy a new dress. See you next time. Bye, my friend.